those groups formed right now. But maybe I'm missing something too. That's sort of.
Okay, but Councilwoman Bell.
Well, so I agree with both points, right? I think that there is a work in looking at and assessing it, and us as chairs going in and redacting it. But I think we also need to have a timeline in regards to that. But I also see the benefit of us wiping it clean because of the lack of consistency from one committee, from one resolution and what it does and who's on it over the others. But I do think we need to have a strict timeline regardless of which one we decide on doing within the next 2 or 3 months, just so we can meet the summer and people can get engaged and start like activating on it.
So, Councilwoman Bell, maybe one of the things we can do is go through the public policy, public safety and policy committee for us to maybe take that time to get the structure in place to say, okay, we'll have this structure for the committees or however we want to do it, and then from there, do those things in terms of definition of the purpose. You know, what we're trying to make sure in terms of expected outcomes, how we're going to get people involved. Do we need to be mindful of the number of people that we have involved with these committees, and then kind of use that as an opportunity for the next 3 months? Does that make sense for, would that work for?
And if I may, Madam Mayor, I think that we need to also reevaluate the application process. I have 4 people that applied in 2022. I had no idea. They reached out to me, and then I have 2 in 23. So I think that at some point, some of this responsibility may need to come out of the hands of the clerk, or I don't know, because it's being dropped somewhere, and I don't want to bombard one person with this type of stuff. So that may, with the help of the city manager, if we may need to just pass that to somebody else, since it's not something that needs a whole bunch of attention.
Okay.
So I have a question. So are you saying that the applications, who would they be funneled through?
I don't know. Right now they're funneled through the city clerk.
Okay.
And depending on her workload, we may get them and we may not.
Okay.
I had 4 in 22 and 2 in 23, and I have no members on my committee.
Okay. Can we evaluate that before you change the process,
Okay.
and maybe just see where the ball is being dropped?
Yes, that's fine.
Okay, and Councilwoman Bell.
Yeah, I think it needs to be evaluation on the operational piece because according to who created them and how they created them, the clerk actually may not have access to them, which is why you're not getting them.
Correct.
But I think, so just for point of clarity, Madam Mayor, you're saying that you want us to go to public safety and legal to come up with a template and processing procedures for all of the council and work with city staff as well as Attorney Quinn on this?
Yeah, that's an option.
Okay. I think it's a plausible option.
Okay. Any other comments, council? Okay. Hearing none, do we have anyone sign up for this particular item? Okay. If not, yes. You have a question?
I just had a question. I just want to make sure we have clear next steps on this. Are we saying we want to refer this to committee next Tuesday?
Yes.
And, okay.
Is that fine for the council?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. All right, so we can refer that to committee. I don't know, since Councilwoman Hood isn't here, can we do consent? So we got majority?
Can.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
We can do consent.
So this can go to consent. Okay, I like this. All right. Yes, sir.
I just wanted to understand, is there anything that needs to be prepared in terms of a resolution or anything? The
No.
consent's just to refer it to the committee.
Yes.
Got it.
All right, thank you all. So then we'll move on to the next old business item. And that is to item B, which is to discuss an approval of an ordinance amending the city charter
In front of you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's what I'm saying.
Well, there you go.
It's not in front of you, no.
It's not in front of me, but I remember, that's not our agenda item right now.
Right.
Right now, it's to set the groundwork, and when we come to the appropriate one, where Ms. Sadler Jones and I work together to come up with the 25,000 figure, and then in addition to that, there's some reporting requirements to make sure the city and the public are made aware of those transactions that the
Okay.
city manager entered into.
Okay, and Councilwoman Bell?
I was just gonna say, Stephen, it's the next agenda item. So first we go through the formulary process of acknowledging that it's something that happened. Oh,
I don't think
we
you,
gotta get
did
you a
you make
laptop or
copies?
something.
Do I have
Did you
the
have make
same
copies of
as
it?
y'all?
Can-
No.
can you- he doesn't have.